Welcome back to the Calm Mind channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches all of us at some point in our lives: the weight we give to other people's opinions about us. We've all been there, right? Second-guessing our choices, our words, our clothes, even our dreams, all because we're worried about what others might think. But here's the thing: it's not healthy to rely on other people's opinions to define our self-worth or dictate our actions. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We'll explore why we care so much about others' opinions, why people don't think about us as much as we believe they do, and why it's crucial to stop apologizing for being ourselves. We'll also discuss the importance of focusing on our own goals, not overanalyzing situations, and being conscious of who we surround ourselves with. And finally, we'll delve into the practice of self-acceptance and self-love, and being true to ourselves. So, if you've ever felt held back by the fear of what others might think, this video is for you. Let's get started. Understanding why we care about others' opinions. So, let's start at the beginning. Why do we care so much about what others think of us? From a young age, we're taught to conform to societal norms and expectations. We learn that certain behaviors are rewarded with acceptance and approval, while others are met with disapproval or even rejection. This conditioning can be so subtle that we might not even realize it's happening. But over time, it shapes our behavior and our self-perception. We start to believe that in order to be liked, accepted, or successful, we need to act a certain way, look a certain way, or even think a certain way. And so, we start to care about what others think of us. We start to seek validation and approval from outside, rather than from within. But here's the thing: while it's natural to want to fit in and be accepted, it's not healthy to let others' opinions dictate our self-worth or our actions. And that's what we need to understand and work on. Realizing people don't think about you as much as you think. Now, let's move on to our next point. It might surprise you, but people don't think about you as much as you think they do. This is what psychologists call the spotlight effect. We tend to believe that we're the center of attention, that people are constantly noticing and judging us. But the truth is, most people are too busy with their own lives, their own problems, and their own actions. Think about it. How often do you spend your day thinking about what someone else said, did, or wore? Probably not as much as you think about your own actions, right? The same goes for everyone else. So, the next time you find yourself worrying about what others might think, remember this: most people are too focused on their own lives to spend much time thinking about yours. And even if they do notice something, they'll likely forget it soon enough. Stop apologizing for being yourself. Moving on to our next point, it's time to stop apologizing for being yourself. How many times have you held back your thoughts, suppressed your interests, or hidden your emotions because you were afraid of what others might think? How many times have you apologized for being different, for being unique, for being you? It's important to understand that being yourself, being quirky, eccentric, or having your own opinions and values are not reasons to apologize. They are reasons to celebrate. Of course, if you've done something wrong, if you've hurt someone or made a mistake, it's important to apologize and make amends. But never apologize for being yourself. Remember, the people who matter, the people who truly care about you, will accept and love you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. Focusing on personal goals over impressions. Now, let's talk about the importance of focusing on your personal goals and aspirations, rather than trying to impress others. Each one of us has unique dreams, unique goals, and unique paths to follow. And it's these personal aspirations that should guide our actions, not the desire to fit in or impress others. When you focus on your own goals, you start to realize that the opinions of others are less important than your own satisfaction and fulfillment. You start to understand that your worth is not defined by what others think of you, but by what you think of yourself and what you achieve. So, take some time to reflect on your personal goals. What do you want to achieve? What makes you happy? What gives you a sense of fulfillment? Focus on these things, and let them guide your actions and decisions. Avoiding overanalysis of situations. Our next point is about the tendency to overanalyze situations, and how it can drain our energy and focus. Overthinking can trap us in a cycle of anxiety and worry. We replay conversations in our heads, imagine worst-case scenarios, and stress about things we can't control. And all this does is drain our energy and distract us from what's really important. It's important to remember that we can't control everything. We can't control what others think of us, we can't control the outcome of every situation, and we can't control the future. What we can control is our own actions, our own responses, and our own mindset. So, instead of wasting energy on overthinking, focus on what you can do. Take action, learn from your experiences, and let go of the rest. Remember, life is too short to spend it worrying about things we can't control. So, let's focus on the things we can, and make the most of every moment. Being conscious of your social circle. Let's move on to our next point, being conscious of who you surround yourself with. The people we spend time with can have a huge impact on our thoughts, our feelings, and our self-perception. They can lift us up, support us, and inspire us. Or they can bring us down, discourage us, and make us doubt ourselves. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with positive, supportive people. People who accept you for who you are, who respect your opinions and values, and who encourage you to pursue your goals. These are the people who will help you grow, who will help you become the best version of yourself. So, be conscious of who you surround yourself with, and choose your social circle wisely. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by positivity, support, and love. So, don't settle for anything less. Practicing self-acceptance and self-love. Our final point for today is about practicing self-acceptance and self-love, and being true to yourself. Self-acceptance and self-love are about embracing who you are, with all your strengths and weaknesses, all your successes and failures, all your quirks and eccentricities. It's about recognizing that you are enough, just as you are. You don't need to be perfect, you don't need to be like someone else, and you don't need to meet anyone else's standards or expectations. Practicing self-acceptance and self-love is not always easy. It takes time, patience, and practice. But it's one of the most important things you can do for your mental and emotional well-being. So, be kind to yourself. Celebrate your achievements, learn from your mistakes, and remember that it's okay to be you. Because you are unique, you are valuable, and you are worthy of love and acceptance, just as you are. Conclusion. And that brings us to the end of our discussion today. We've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about why we care about what others think, and how most people don't think about us as much as we believe they do. We've discussed the importance of being ourselves, focusing on our own goals, and not overanalyzing situations. We've also talked about the impact of our social circle, and the importance of practicing self-acceptance and self-love. Remember, it's natural to care about what others think. But it's not healthy to let others' opinions dictate our self-worth or our actions. So, let's focus on what's important to us, let's surround ourselves with positivity and support, and let's be true to ourselves. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found this discussion helpful, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, take care of yourself, and remember, you are enough, just as you are.